Well, hello everybody, Hugz here. Welcome back to the Mega Farm. And of course, this is Farming Simulator 25. So today is going to be all about water buffalo. That's right. I need to figure out how to do these guys a little better. And that sounds not the way I meant it to, but I need to figure out how to make this more efficient. That's what I mean. So, man, I think I may have been going about this wrong, guys. I did bales, and I have discovered bales are not really that simple to put inside the automatic feeder. So I've been tinkering around with it a little bit, and I was able to get like some bales in there by just like offloading them, and they happen to get up here. But that's like, this is not the best way to do this. I'm thinking that what I may have to do is get myself some sort of front loader implement or some like a forklift that has a bale spike, and then start spiking these bales and getting them in there like that, at least for the time being while I have these bales here. Moving forward, there probably is a better way to do it, which I'm going to experiment with, and I'm thinking it's going to be just making silage like the old-fashioned way with the bunker, and then load it into a truck and then backing up here and dumping it in. I think that may be the way to go. So I am still working on a field over here, and of course, oh boy, this guy fills up so quickly, our harvester that we have harvesting barley right now. Let me hop over to this guy. So I'm working on straw right now, and I have an idea to test out to see if my theory is correct. So when this straw is done, what I'm going to do is get myself a forage wagon. We are going to pick up some straw with a forage wagon, wheel it on over there, and see if I can just dump that stuff in. If I can, great. I know what I got to do moving forward. If I can't, then I don't know. We'll bale it up and keep doing it with the forklift, I guess. If that is the case, I don't know. That's more painful than I thought it would be. So I am hoping that the forage wagon works, because if it does, then that kind of solves a whole bunch of problems. But I do have a whole bunch of grass that is ready to go over there, and I do need to get that started with a not a windrower, a tedder. Pardon me, it needs to be tedded. So we have to turn that grass into hay. That is one of the components for TMR. So let's hop on over to the shop real quick. And in fact, I'll just leave this guy right here, and we'll hop into this guy, our nice blue tractor, Big Blue. Let's put you right there, and we'll put the back end right there as well. Okay, beautiful. Off to the shop we go. So one of the things that I wanted to buy last episode, which I think I actually overlooked, was indeed the tedder. So let's go in here and let's check out our tedding options. I'm going to need something relatively big because it's going to need to cover multiple rows. And it's looking like the biggest tedder around. The biggest one on the block is going to be this guy. This is the Pottinger Hit 1618 number T. Mr. Pottinger. I may have already had this tedder in the past too. We've got through so many iterations of doing different things on the Mega Farm. It's absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and buy this guy. We definitely do need this, at least for doing the hay. So that is a necessity. Now, the other thing I'm probably going to need is going to be a windrower. Once you make the hay, it kind of spreads everything back out, and I'm going to need a way to kind of bring it all back together into a nice, neat form. So I think for that, we'll go ahead and get this guy. It's 14 meters in length. Nothing we can't handle with any of our equipment. And yeah, we'll run this across to get things nice and neat. Thank you very much. And look at that. We still have $172,000. Me with the big brain leaving money in the bank. All right, brilliant. Let's hook up to our tedder first, and let's get this over to the grass field. I really do hope that the water buffaloes are going to be worth it with this level of stuff that I have to do to make things go here. It's quite involved compared to anything else. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hire a worker to do this, so that way we can go ahead and continue picking up grain from our harvester. Just give me a sec. Let's make sure this guy is doing his thing. And oh boy, this is going to be big, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Let's see. Do your little extension. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's big. That's real big. Okay, cool. I like seeing that. Let me also move this truck out of the way. I don't need you to be here. We'll just park him right there. Brilliant. Okay, let's go make another pickup. This guy can only do like 2 rows of barley before he's full. Incredible, right? And while we're doing our offload over here, let me hop over to this guy. Oh, you know what? Hang on. We may not have needed a windrower. Those rows are actually, they're kind of compact. Hey, you know what? We may as well use the windrower anyway. I think it'll pull at least 2 of these rows together, so it'll be half the amount of time picking stuff up. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back over to this guy. Let's finish doing this field, and then we'll worry about that afterwards. All right, there we go. Barley field officially complete, and I am very excited to see how much barley we actually got. I've been making trip after trip after trip, cleaning up after this harvester, so we should have a ton of barley. And it looks like our blue tractor is almost done over there as well, so we'll be able to start on that very, very soon too. Let's go ahead and do a quick offload here first, though. And let me just get this lined up nice and pretty. Oop, that's not... Okay, you know what? All right, you win. Fine. Take it like that. And now it just doesn't want to unload at all. Come on, man. This thing's making me look bad. There we go. Finally. All right. So, barley. Let's take a look. 120,000 liters. That's a lot of barley, man. When do we sell this stuff? December. So we got a couple of months before that comes around. That's way more than I was expecting, actually, but what I'm most excited for is the straw, truth be told, because I want to get these water buffalo fed. Right now, they're subsisting off solely silage. That's not going to work for long. Oh, boy. Okay, so there's actually something I want to try here before we go with, like, the nuclear route and get ourselves a forage wagon. I want to try a certain tool out and see if I can get the bales inside the auto mixer in like an easier way. This guy done? Are you done down there? Yes, you're done down there. Okay, I'm gonna swap this out for the windrower. Yes, that's what we need. I think I could put the windrower on this tractor. Let's go over to the shop and see if we can hook up to it. Okay, moment of truth here. Let's see. Is this gonna work out or am I gonna have to switch track? Yeah, can't do it with this one. Man, that's really annoying because I had plans for the blue tractor. All right, well, whatever. It is what it is. Let's park this guy over here. I think... Do I have another tractor somewhere that I could possibly use? You know, we'll worry about that in a second. Let's get this guy. I got to hook him up to the windrower, and we got to windrow this whole field here. And man, I've got so much stuff just chilling over here. Between that farm and this area, I have like so much equipment just laying out in the open. I got to figure out something with that and put everything away somewhere. All right, let's hook you up. There we go. And back over to the field we go. Beautiful. Let's get this guy started here. All right, very good. So he'll go about and windrow this whole thing. Hopefully we have much less rows when he's done. At least like half as many rows. That would be optimal. But what we need to do in the meantime, so I want to investigate some ways for us to take care of this bale sitch over here and see if there's something we can get that will handle that.
2 hours later.
So before I figure out exactly what I want to buy, I want to go ahead and see how much one of these weighs. The weight of these bales is going to determine quite a lot. So we're looking at 1 ton per bale. Holy cow. Okay, my initial thought was to go with a skid steer loader, but I don't think that's going to work. If we go in here, skid steer. You know what? The Kubota might work here. It's 5.3 tons. I think we may be able to pull it off with this. So this was my plan. I was going to get this guy, and then there is an implement for this right here, which has some form of auto load on it. Now, I don't know exactly how this auto load is going to work. It also has tension belts and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just a little worried about the weight, but I do love the Kubota, man. You guys see it in the hoodie. I'm a sucker for this thing right here. So let's just try it. Let's go for it. I'll be happy to drive a Kubota again. So we'll buy this bad boy. There's number 1. And let's go ahead and get the bale spike as well. If it doesn't work, I'll sell it back at a loss. I don't know. It'll be what it is. But for now, this is what we're going to try. So we should have it. Yes, there. Oh, it feels so good to be back in a Kubota. I love this thing so much. Let's go ahead and hook up to our bale spike, and let's go grab some silage bales. Okay, finally made it over here. Takes a little while to drive this thing anywhere. Only goes 7 miles an hour. And of course, I left my frickin' trailer right here. Man, what is wrong with me? Let me drop this thing off. I gotta go move that trailer real quick. Let's just quickly get in here, squeeze it in. There we go. All right, I'll just pull this up over here next to whatever this thing is. I don't even know what this this plant is. Is this like an oil press or something? Who knows? Let's leave this here. This should be fine for now, and I'll leave the semi attached in case I got to move it again. But this is the guy I'm really interested in. Let's see how this auto load function works here. And more importantly, let's see if I can even like lift the bales. That's gonna be so interesting. All right, let's start. Item is too, really? It's too large? What? How is that possible? Oh, man. Okay, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just gonna pick up some bales. Let's see here. I got at least one. Oh, man. Okay, it's working. It's working. I can at least get one bale up there. I'm gonna try two on the next. Can I get it up here, though? Oh no. Oh, no. Wait. I think we're good. Come on. In you go. Yeah, did it work? Yes, let's go. Okay, not exactly elegant. I would definitely not describe it as such, but this will work for the time being. I don't necessarily think this is going to be our final solution, though. It's just a little more manual labor than I want to be doing on like a constant basis. I need to find something that will let me just tip the stuff in there. If I can do that, then we're really, like, we're talking. And can I do two? Oh, yeah, I kind of can. Oh, okay. I spoke a little too soon. We'll just have to keep it on the ground for now.
12 seconds later.
Okay, kind of works. I'm just a little concerned that I won't be able to get it up there when the time comes. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, so I can at least do two bales at once, which is good. I could definitely work with that. Let's go ahead and offload you in there. And I wonder how much silage this thing can actually hold, too. All right, this is going to be the last bale I'm going to put in here because I want to just take a look and see how much I've done. I keep having to remind myself that every bale I put in is 6,000 liters, so it's not like it's a small amount, and I've put quite a few in. So what are we at here? All right, 67, almost 68,000 liters of silage. So let's go ahead and do this. Let me move you over yonder. I'm going to park this just right over here very slowly and stop. Okay, we'll leave this there. How's this guy doing over here? I think this is his last pass. What we're going to do after this is done is we are going to go get ourselves a forage wagon, and we're going to see if that helps at all. I don't know if it will. I'm hoping it will, but we're going to find out. That's for sure. I'm desperate right now. I got to find any way possible I can make this quicker. One thing that is interesting here, even though I've been putting a whole bunch of silage in, it has not fed anything. I think when I dump it in, it doesn't actually add it to the food. It's like a separate storage only for silage and for all the ingredients. And this is completely unnecessary. I'm going to stop this guy right here. I don't need you doing all that, buddy. All right, let's go drop this off and let's go get our forage wagon. So let's just look here for a second and scope out the forage wagon situations. So we've got some options that are very, very expensive, but they do hold a lot. Now, if I go with the one I can afford, we're looking at 26 meters cubed for 77,000. Jeez, man, if I could just get a little more money, I could get like this max one here, but it requires 300 horsepower. What is our big blue tractor? How much does that have? So blue's got 435. John Deere's got 913. I feel like it may be, well, no. I don't want to sell that thing. If I could attach the John Deere to it, I feel like that would be the best case scenario, but I keep going to sell these things. I can't do that. I think more likely it's going to be the New Holland. And anything up for sale here before I go crazy and spend all this money? No, not looking like it. Okay, let me check our stocks real quick. See if there's anything we have that potentially could be sold to get us a little more money. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and sell my honey. It's not max price right now, but it's actually not bad either. And if we go to the farmer's market, we'll get $17.45. And we do have quite a bit of this stuff. So I think we should be able to get maybe around 100K or so. If not, then, geez, I don't know. Maybe I got some goat cheese or some clothes sitting around somewhere that I can go ahead and sell that way. But let's go ahead and swap over to this guy. let's go pick up some honey and go sell it. Let's do this. Now, let's see. Where is this stuff stored? I've got a little bit over here. May as well take a pit stop, grab this first. Then I know I've got a whole bunch over there just ready to go. So what do we got? 11 pallets that are full, and then one with a smidge, just a smidge of honey. You know what? I'll take a smidge at this point. I need all the money I can get right now. With all the money generating potential we have on the mega farm, it all comes down to the honey right now. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. All right, there we go. There's our first load, 11,518 liters. And oh boy, whoa. Am I seeing double stacks over there? What the heck? And is this thing completely full? Whoa, man, I didn't realize this was full. Wow, it's been a while since I've been over here. I must admit. All right, let's start loading this stuff up, man. We got way more honey than I thought. Wow, and look, it's still spitting it out too. We've got more honey. That's incredible. I'm gonna have to sit here for a minute and make sure all of it pops out. All right, that's the last pallet. And we've got 57,350 liters. I like that number. That's very nice. Got a nice 0 on the end. All right, let's head on over to Ye Olde Farmers Market, get this stuff sold. Wow, and I just saw this, guys. Our goat cheese, we're maxed out. I gotta go, I ran into a building. I gotta go over there and pick up all our goat cheese so that building can keep producing. Otherwise, it's just sitting there doing nothing. All right, let's see how much we get off of our honey here. I'm not concerned about tipping in this situation. Oh yeah, 100,000 plus almost 6,000 from our environmental score. Beautiful. Let's go pick up our goat cheese. I think, you know what? I'll bring it back to the main farm and store it in one of our sheds. And yeah, let that guy produce more and then back to our grass field. All right, full load of cheese over here. This is insane. So much cheese. Our goat farm here is so clutch. I love this goat farm. Let's start loading this stuff up.
A few inches later.
All right, 128,000 liters of goat cheese we got on here. I didn't even get it all, but it's enough. At least we got some room in there now, and the place can breathe. Let's go load this off in the farm, and yeah, we'll keep going from there. Quick little cheese offload here. This is probably gonna fill this place up. That is so much cheese. Oh yeah, all right, we still got plenty of room in there. Okay, well now we can go and check out the forage wagon and see if this plan works. I really hope it does. Let's just park the old semi. I think right here is probably good. And we'll shut the engine off. Now, let's see. Now that we've got much more money to play with. Okay, this guy is the most expensive, but is it the best? It may not be the best. It's actually looking like it is the best. Okay, well that answers that question. Anything else? No, nothing else there. So that's pretty big there. That is really big. It holds 49.5 meters cubed. That's pretty crazy. And if I add the silage additive tank, that would help me if we're going to be doing like regular bunker fermenting. So I think I am going to add that tank. Do I want to cover? Yeah, not really. Okay, let's get it like this. Beautiful. That is a big mamma jamma right there. And is this, oh, it's got a PTO. Nope. Got to use the blue tractor. Okay, that's exactly why I had that thing kind of slated for not doing anything else. Let's go pick this thing up. There she is, big and mean and green. That is quite the specimen of a forage harvester. Let's go ahead and back up to this thing. Now, just because we have enough horsepower to run this thing doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to run well once we have a full load. Little bit concerned about that. But, I mean, there's not really much we can do. Let's start with the hay, or the straw, I suppose, and let's get this going. Everything's running, everything's on, pickup is engaged. We'll get a full load of straw here, and I'm going to hope that I can dump it. That's going to be our like Hail Mary here right now. Well, there is a nice full load of straw, 49,500 liters. That is a big one right there. Okay, let's go over to our water buffalo pen and let's answer this question for once and all. Please work, please work. All right, I'm lined up and we're backing it up. Let's see, almost there. No, wait, it doesn't work, really? Oh, come on. Oh, wait, I'm on the silage. Oh, hang on. Let me get it on the straw. Oh, wow. I almost... Please tell me this is gonna work if I get it on the straw. Let's see. Oh, yes! Let's go! Get in there, straw! Let's go, man. Oh, okay. This is much, much easier. Being that this thing has such like a massive pickup and it can hold so much, yeah, it didn't take nearly as long to pick up all of this material as I thought it would. And oh no, really? It's full? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to make myself a little pile or something here. Where can I store all this stuff? I may have to get myself like a big old hay storage of some sort, but I guess for now, I'm just gonna drop it back on. Look at all this straw I've got that I can't put in. That's craziness. That's way more than I need. All right, let's go ahead and what's the dump here? Let's go ahead and take a dump right here in this little spot. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna pick up all the hay next. I'm assuming it's not gonna take a full load of hay either. Unless I just put too much silage in? No, I didn't put too much silage in, no way. Or potentially is the storage amount different for each one? That could be a potential thing, or maybe not. Maybe it's equal across all the different ingredients that you could stuff in there. Well, here is a full load of hay. So let's see if we can put more of this in or it's exactly the same. So I thought back and in the straw, it's exactly 49,000 liters because we had 500 left over. So maybe that's the cap? Potentially? I gotta look at the silage, see how much we put in there. Because I feel like we might have put more than 49,000 liters of silage in. And in fact, let me just jump out here and let's take a look. Yeah, we got 67,917 liters of silage. So they're definitely not equal. All right, let's go dump this hay in and see how much it lets me store of this stuff. I also think that it's going to start making the TMR like immediately because this is the final ingredient. The mineral feed is optional as far as I understand it. All right, in goes the hay. Please take a full load here. Nope, it only took 49,000 liters of hay too. So it seems like silage, it can take a lot more than it takes of the other two. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me hop out here and let's see. Are we starting to feed or do anything of the sort? It does not appear to be doing that. Over here, is there anything I have to do to make this work? That's another question. I have no idea. Maybe I have to like turn the machine on? Wait, what's this? I just got a prompt to do something. Cut open bale. Is it for, yeah, it's for that. Oh man, I got excited there for a second. Okay. Cut open bale, sure, why not? That bale right there. Well, it's not feeding anything just yet, so maybe I do need the mineral feed. There is indeed no food in here for these ladies. Maybe I gotta go in there and do something. Let me just check the inside out real quick. Look at this, we got a little crush going for the milking action, I'm assuming. What's in there? Offices? Can I get in there? No, I can't get in there. It's not looking good here though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not seeing the milk box. I'm not seeing anywhere to turn on like the feeder or anything like that. Maybe I do need the mineral feed. Maybe that's the last piece of the pie here that I have to have and it won't work without it. Unless these do something. Switches? Getting switched? No, they're doing nothing. All right, let's go pick up some mineral feed, I guess, and see if that fixes everything. It does look like I can carry mineral feed in my trailer here. So when I buy it, I'm going to take my trailer and see if I can load it directly into that. I hope mineral feed isn't too expensive because I don't know how much of this stuff I could buy. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Okay, so per 1,000 liters, it costs about $1,000. I think I can definitely do that. Let's get ourselves, I'm just going to load up on mineral feed here, actually. Let's get as much as we possibly can. All right, I picked up 32,000 liters of this stuff, so hopefully I can get it in this truck, or we're going to be having a bad day. Yes, we can. Oh, okay. Let's load this stuff up. It's going to take a little while for me to get everything in here, but once we're done, we'll go back, and hopefully I could dump all this in like one go as well. Here's the last of our mineral feed. We got 33,600 liters. Let's see if that little tiny silo can carry this much amount. And I was thinking, there might be somewhere on the map where I can actually load up on this stuff and not have to buy pallets. I think maybe the lime stations might also sell this stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go over there and test that out to see if that's true. Here we go. Moment of truth. Whoa. Got a little too excited there. Moment of truth here. My hope is that this thing just starts spitting out TMR basically as soon as I start loading this in. And is that indeed the case? Is it doing anything? I can't tell. It's so hard to tell. But it did take all the mineral feed, so that is a plus. But it is very concerning to me that it's not making food for these guys. I don't understand what's going on. Like, why is it not making the food? Come on, man. I've got everything maxed out here. There's got to be something I'm missing. Either that or maybe I just have to wait and it does it once per day or something. Ah, geez, I have no idea. All right, I took a quick peek at the interwebs and it looks like this thing operates every hour. So it's not like an instant thing when you load it in there and it's good to go like immediately. So let's go ahead and crank up the time a little bit here and see if we can't get this thing to kick into motion. Oh, there it goes. Oh boy. Whoa, whoa. Dude, you're moving. What the heck? What? Wait, this thing is actually like a little robot. Oh, that's so cool. Look at it go. Hang on. Let me get over here and not get crushed by it either. Oh, that's so cool. So it goes through and it gets a little bit from each one. How much did it grab from silage? I have no idea. I think about 2,000 or so maybe. How about this guy? Okay, so we had 49,000 liters in there. It only grabbed 800 liters of hay and even less straw. Okay, that's interesting. You know what? Okay, I want to follow this thing in. I want to see this thing go to town. Let me get out of the way real quick. Are you just going to drive in there? Oh my goodness. This is like technology. Technology is so amazing. We got to follow this thing in. I want to see it like spew this stuff out or do whatever it's going to do. These cows are probably so hungry right now. And I'm sorry, I called you cows. I meant water buffalo, please.
Get out of here.
All right, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It looks like it put 700 food in. Is that it? Is that all the food you're gonna do? You're gonna deposit just 700 food? Or wait, you're doing a second pass? Please tell me you got more in there and not just 700 liters of TMR. I was really hoping it was gonna have some sort of, oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, yes. Oh, it does have an animation. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. It's a bit concerning, though, that it only fills up 700 liters. Maybe I have to, like, look away? Like, it only does it when I'm not looking? No, only 700 liters. Okay. Okay, that is interesting. Are these guys gonna eat more than that per hour? Hang on here. Let me look. Where's the TMR? There it is right there, 700. And their health is going up, so they did indeed eat. But, ooh, boy, that's a little bit rough, 700. You know what? I'm going to speed up time. I'm going to keep time sped up, and we're going to go for the next hour and see if we're getting like a surplus of this stuff or if it's like not able to keep up. So far, oh, and it's going again. Okay, there's 1,400 right there. So it does look like it's making enough food, I think, but it's really hard to tell, actually. And there's another 2,100. Okay, it's working. You know what? It's working. They're not eating more than our little robot friend can provide. So I can't ask for any more than that, really. Let's slow things back down here. I don't want to travel through time unnecessarily. Okay. Oh, brilliant. That's pretty cool there, man. I'm really enjoying that. But we do still have a little bit of an issue, and that's the fact that we have all this stuff sitting on the field now and nowhere for it to go. We're gonna have to figure this situation out. Where can I store all this stuff?
One eternity later.
Well, I took a look and I think I found something that may work for us. Let me see if I could get to it in the menu here. So this guy right here, it actually has a dual purpose. Not only does it act as like a hayloft, but it can store like equipment and stuff too, which kind of kills two birds with one stone. Because right now we are very, very low on equipment storage over here. And we also need somewhere to store hay and straw. So it's a win-win situation with this guy. The only problem is we don't have enough money. We are short by $38,000 or so. So I think what we're going to have to do is do one more sale. And as much as I didn't want to do this, I am going to go ahead and sell a little bit of goat cheese. Not all of our goat cheese, just enough to like wet my beak a little bit, you know? Just enough to get the amount of money I need to get this hayloft and get everything stored, and then I'll be happy. And then we'll store the rest and sell it when it's the proper time. But where is my trailer? That's the next obstacle here. Where did I park? Is that it? Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, brilliant. Let's go pick up some goat cheese and let's sell it. And look at all our little water buffalo over there. They're so excited. They can't wait. Oh man, they're gonna be super happy here. Okay, if I've done my math here properly, we really only need like 20 pallets, and that should be more than enough for us. So let's plop those out, and bam, there we go. Let's pick those up, go bring them over to the farmer's market. That should actually give us about double what we need, but I figure it wouldn't hurt just to have a little bit of extra money in the bank anyway. There we go, 20,000 liters of goat cheese. Let's go to the farmer's market. Let's see if my math adds up here. Unstrap, and off we go. Yep, 60,000 on the dot. That's exactly what I was expecting. Brilliant. Let's go back and let's put down our hay barn. Okay, well, there is one issue. There's a lot of stuff sitting right where I want to put this hay barn. So we're going to have to do a little bit of moving here. I think I'll hop into the blue tractor. And yeah, I'm just going to start moving stuff. I'm not going to move it far, just a little bit out of the way, because basically where our mower and whatnot is, that's exactly where I want to put the hay barn down. All right, that should be perfect right there. I think that's enough room. We'll find out here in a second. It's not a very big building, so that's something I got going for me. And actually, hang on. I need to check something real quick. This could be not good. Will that fit under there? Yikes, I want to make sure that the forage wagon will actually fit under there. It looks like it kind of may, right? So hard to tell, though. I think it's just big enough. Yeah, we should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll put this guy in like a this type orientation right here. I think that'll work just fine. It'll have enough room to pop out both sides. Yeah, that should be good right there. Okay, and place. Brilliant. How's the ground looking? Ground seems okay. And over here, yeah, we've got plenty of room over there to actually turn out. Let's do a smidge of smoothing here. You know me and my smoothing. I don't like to have things looking crazy. All right, nicey nice. One more edge over here. And brilliant. Okay, only thing left to do now is to go and pick up all of our straw and all of our hay and deposit it into this bad boy. Well, I'd say that was a pretty nice little hay and straw haul. Let's check and see how much we got. Oh boy, 250,000 of hay. What about the straw? Show me the straw. Oh boy, 329,000 liters of hay, about 330,000 liters. I hope that lasts us a while. I really do. Oh man, and we got tons and tons of bales of storage. Let's go check and see where we're at in terms of how much we actually have in this thing still. It's been feeding a couple times while I was doing this. So our hay's down a little bit, our straw's down a little bit. I mean, everything's down a little bit. Silage probably down the most. We had 69,000 liters of that in there. So it took a good little chunk out, but our water buffalo are being fed. They are indeed being fed, and the food is going up. Okay, I want to sleep for 1 month, and I want to see how much milk these gals produce. That'll give me like a general sense of where we'll be at.
Several months later.
All right, we are officially in August. It has been 1 month since we did all that work and got our straw and our hay and everything all set up. So let's take a look at our water buffalo production and see exactly how much milk we got. And we have 1,913 liters of milk. Oh man, I don't know how much that really is in the grand scheme of things because I don't really know how valuable it is. So let's take a look and let's just look at buffalo milk. So we're looking at this here. Max price is 6,640. So that means in that time frame they made about 1,200 bucks, 1,300-ish, around there. Now, when we make it into buffalo mozzarella, which we eventually will, that actually boosts quite a bit. And wow, 14,851. I can't wait to see the recipe for that. See how much milk it's taken to make that mozzarella. But that's pretty good income right there. And keep in mind, our buffalo are young. They're very young animals still. As they get older and mature a little bit more, they'll start producing more milk. Plus, they probably weren't at full health and full production because we weren't feeding them a ton just yet last month. So, okay, all stuff to keep in mind. But, man, water buffalo, that's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work. Hopefully we get a really good payoff from that. If you guys want to see the payoff, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button as well. As always, I hope you all have a beautiful day out there, and I will see you on the next one.